Hi everyone, this is Vishal from Team Clat Prep, and today I have Aditya Gupta with me, who secured an All India rank of 305 in CLAT 2026 and then All India rank 25 in ALIT. So Aditya, how's the feeling?
It feels really good to get that rank in ALET. That is what I was aiming for, and I did well according to me.
So from 305 rank in CLAT to rank 25 in ALIT, what is the major difference you found in both the exams?
Uh, I think ALET was a lot more focused on reasoning, which is more my forte. CLAT was a bit GK heavy. I tripped up on a GK section in CLAT that led to me just missing out on the marks that I would have wanted to have.
Okay, when you say that reasoning is a forte, and when you talk about the CLAT exam this year, so this year CLAT came up with a high surprise, huge surprise in fact, that is replacing CR totally by AR. So what was your first reaction by looking at the paper?
I was a bit surprised that yes, they switched up the exam pattern, but I've practiced these kinds of questions before, so it wasn't too much of a setback. I just read the questions more carefully twice or thrice, and then I think I attempted it pretty well.
Since you enrolled with us for both, I mean, you were a IPMAT student as well and a CLAT prep student for 1 year and preparing for both the exams, so AR must not have been that difficult for you.
Yeah, because since these questions, IPMAT and CUET for these, the reasoning part is quite similar to what these examinations have. So it was, I think, for me, even for AR, it was a bit on the easier side.
Okay. So when you started your preparation, you said that your weakest area was GK. How did you overcome that weakness? How did you actually tackle the section of GK?
So with GK, the GK that I'm used to, because I'm into quizzing, is not the kind of GK that comes in competitive exams. So I had to really work hard. I had to read the GK mantras that we have. I had to do all the GK workshops. I wrote everything down. I had to memorize a lot for it, and I think that kind of really helped, because if you have a comprehensive list of materials available to you, if you have it all topic wise, then it becomes really easy to focus on what your priority should be.
Okay. So like when you started giving mocks, so your score was usually in 90s and then gradually it moved to hundreds. So what role did CLAT prep mocks play, and what is your pattern of doing the analysis of the mocks?
I think mocks basically, they help me to replicate the kind of stress I would feel in the exam, because when you give the mocks, it's obviously timed and it's a bit of a competition as well, that I have to do better than certain XYZ person. For me, it was like my brother, I had to do better than him in mocks. So it kind of replicates that feeling of competition. So it takes away a lot from the pressure that you feel on the day of the exam. Apart from that, it kind of helps you to analyze what type of questions you have a difficulty with, what areas you need to focus more on, how fast I need to be, what time do I need to dedicate to quant. If I am good in quant, then I should do it first, or if I should leave it for later. Those kind of things, it really clears it up.
So quant has always been your strongest section, and equally well you do with reasoning as well. So what message would you like to give to the students for quant, at least for CLAT aspirants?
I think that if sometimes you see a lot of data in a question, you get kind of flustered that it's taking up too much of your time. But all of these questions are very easily solvable. It does not require any complex mathematics at all. It's just a matter of calculation. So each calculation, I think the important thing is to make sure that you've not made any small mistakes. You've written 9 instead of a 4 or something like that. Just do all your calculations very clearly, very precisely in the space where the rough work provided, and I think under half an hour, if you can complete quant, then that's a very reasonable time allocation.
But the kind of feedback we had been receiving from the student was that the first set of quant was a bit calculative, while the second one was quite easy. So how about you? Because quant being the strongest section for you, I believe that you must have covered both the sets within the time frame of 15 minutes, not more than that.
Yeah, it was a bit more calculation heavy. So I decided to dedicate a bit more extra time, and I would rechecking all the calculations I had done. So it still took me around 20 minutes to complete the entire quant section.
Okay. So what reading habits you have? I mean, you must be going through the newspaper daily. So which newspaper you follow, and what message would you like to give to the next year CLAT aspirants?
So I read the Indian Express daily, especially the editorial section of the Indian Express, because I feel that's a very it has a great vocabulary and it has balanced takes. Then apart from that, I am a very avid reader. So any book I can get my hands on, I read. And I have been doing that since childhood. So I think that if you are very into reading, that makes comprehension a whole lot easier for you. Apart from that, you just have to practice English comprehension, and I think that's what we see in board exams and every competitive exam. So if you're just reading daily, if you're making that a habit, it shouldn't be too difficult.
So final words of wisdom to the next year CLAT aspirants.
I think it's just don't take unnecessary stress or pressure for the examination. Treat it just as you would approach a mock. Do your strongest areas first, gather confidence as you do the paper, and don't second guess your answers a lot. Go with what you think you've done right.
Thank you so much, Aditya, for being on board with us. I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.